My favorite memory of Mr. Wood is... Start over. Over the past 4 years, Mr. Wood has been a constant source of positivity and support in my life, and I don't know what I would have done without him at some points. There are a lot of times when I've just not been feeling good or having a bad day and I've been feeling down, and Mr. Wood noticed that and he made sure I was okay. He told me that if I ever needed anything, he was there for me, and that was really awesome. There's a lot of times Mr. Wood has really helped me out, and I don't think I've ever taken the time to truly let him know that and show him how much I've appreciated that over the past 4 years. And I just thank you, Mr. Wood, really, for everything. And even all those times that I'm a disruption in class and I cause problems, you still put up with me, and I think that's awesome. And even little times when I'm not gonna lie, maybe I get a little irritated in class, I know that you always have mine and everyone else in the band's best interest at heart, and I think that's really awesome. You're a great teacher and a great guy, and you've been like another father figure to me in my life, and I can't express my thanks enough.
I'm so sorry. That sound?
Yeah.
Okay, so my favorite memory with a band director is when Miss Ross was trying to explain to us about how important it is for us to work on double tonguing and not just like do it like straight up. You have to like work up to it. So in doing so, she was like, well, you can't do like 50 push-ups in one day without like building up to doing 50 push-ups. So she was in class and we were in the orchestra room, and then she started doing push-ups, and she did 25 push-ups that entire time, and it was great. Everybody was laughing and everybody had their phones out. Oh my gosh, that was funny. And then my favorite thing about band is the amount of support that you get from like the entire student body is like crazy. Even though we have like our individual like section inner groups, it's still just like everybody is like together, you know? And yeah.
Hey guys, it's Nabi. My favorite moment with the director has to be when we were setting up for a TFME meeting with Mr. Hilly. Jaden had just said a joke and we were all laughing, and Mr. Hilly, once the laughter dies down, he goes, "That's great." After, it was just so awkward. And my favorite thing about band has to be the fact that I can kick it with my friends and just have fun.
It was towards the beginning of my junior year, and I got really sick and I had to go to the hospital. But when I was released to go home, Mr. Wood came by to my house to make sure I was okay.
Hi, it's Montreal Lacey. Freaking Nabi. Hey, it's Montreal Lacey.
We can't talk about
former trumpet section leader. This year is a drum major. And one of my favorite times with the director, or like a time that I remember the most, whenever I was on the podium during a football game, Mr. Wood was throwing out songs left and right, and I didn't have to come up with the list myself. So that was great, fantastic. And yeah, one of my overall favorite things about band is just like the true sense of family. You get to know people who you would have never known otherwise in all different grades, and it's just great. So yeah.
Hi, I'm Belle. I'm a trumpet. You guys know me already. A good memory I have with the directors, mostly Mr. Wood, is his ability to always hype us up before and after a marching show. He would just always be so energetic. A good memory I will always have of band is feeling like a family and feeling always so friendly after a victory in a football game. Well, not really our victory, but feeling so confident.
Okay, as many of you know, we've had many directors throughout the years, and with each director, we've had different memories. For example, our first director, Tim Solorio, was a very fun and energetic man. I specifically remember when we would play tennis with him. It'd be like the best time ever during practice.
And with our second director, sorry, Smith and Messamore, before our championship competition, we got to sit down and have a heart-to-heart conversation on guard, not even just guard, but just life in general.
And lastly, our current director, Mr. Meyer, gave us a wonderful opportunity to be able to spin with an outside guard, create independent, and through that, we not only got better as spinners, but as members.
And the best part about guard is getting to learn the art of color guarding. Sorry, that came off the top of my head. Okay, that's it, yeah.
Hi, I'm Jason, and
Hi, I'm Jason, and my favorite moment with the band director, I have a lot, but probably the one I can remember the most is when me and Polo used to mess with Mr. Hilly a lot, especially last year, because he was new and it was just funny. And since he's young, he like played along back, and it was just fun overall. And my favorite thing to do is, my favorite part of band over the last 4 years, it was probably being a drum major. It was just so fun, especially with the people I was with, Javon, Jaden, Montreal. It was just such a fun experience. Like being there with the boys and just helping the band with them. It was great.
Oh, okay. My favorite memory of the directors would be with Mr. Hilly when like the first day he came here, and like I saw him wear like some ugly shorts, like the ugliest thing I've ever seen in my life. And like he went up to me and like he didn't really address me as like our normal teacher would. He addressed me like a friend almost. And from that point on, I've been ripping on him ever since. Yeah. The favorite aspect of band is probably like the people around here. Most of them. Okay, all of them. Yeah, I love you all.
You said it.
Yeah, whenever you hear the noise.
You didn't say you said me. I was Calderon. Favorite moment in band was I don't have a favorite moment because pretty much every day in band was my favorite moment, and that just made everything much better. The favorite part about band is that it's not even a program. It's more of a family, and just everyone's so nice to you from the start to the end. It's like it's a home away from home.
Okay, so my favorite memory with the director was when we were at practice. We brought up drum corps. We were talking to Hilly, and he just casually reached down, picked up a quad, held it at arm's length like it said, and just right shouldered it. Like it was nothing. And my favorite part of band, I want to say, is the people. Just that.
Anytime I get to spend the directors with is good. I love spending my time with them, being around them, in band with them. It's all a great experience, and I'm really happy that I've come this far with the band, and I'm glad I was able to help teach younger students how to be better. But I'm ready to go now, so thank you, Wood, Ross, Laird, and Hilly.
So my favorite memory of a band director was when Mr. Wood was screaming at the top of his lungs singing Rosanna freshman year of band camp. And my favorite, well, the main thing that was my favorite part in band was just having fun with each other in the music.
You already started. My favorite memory of the director is when I was really loud at Tony and Mr. Laird overheard me, made this weird face. My favorite memory of the band is how supportive each director was after every competition.
My favorite memory with the band director is whenever I made the bet with Hilly against OU and Texas for the Red River game. My favorite part of band in general was when it started raining during one of our marching practices.
Alright, well, my favorite memory of with the director is the time that we went to a church. Mr. Laird invited me to go play with him for a Christmas performance he was putting on with them. And it really stood out to me because I felt like he took the time to really think, Kevin's really, he's matured over the years as long as I've known him, and he's gotten really good and better, and I really feel like he's okay at this. It really stood out because I feel like I finally gained like the respect and like the real camaraderie with my director that I've known this long. So I like that time. That's good. And my favorite part of band is just the whole friendship aspect and the whole family. I enjoy getting to see everyone every day and just saying, oh my god, like I know that I can see this person and we can talk for hours, or they can just make me feel good at just a moment's notice. I like that.
My favorite memory about band is making friends that will last forever.
Oh my goodness.
Mr. Laird, I just want to give you something.
The thing I'm most grateful for is all the support that the directors have shown me over these 4 years.
Hello guys, this is Jaden. I've had the incredible opportunity to be a part of this band for 4 years and it's very saddening to leave it. I'm going to be sharing my favorite memory for all the directors, starting with Mr. Hilly. Last year at State Solo and Ensemble, I had like a little breakdown because my solo didn't go that well. Mr. Hilly just, he comforted me, he let me know that like I didn't do that bad, and he made me realize that I was actually good at what I did instead of all the negative thoughts that were in my mind. For Mr. Laird, he used to always tell me, like at the beginning of the year, oh, you're gonna make all state this year, you're gonna advance to all area, and so like that really motivated me to keep trying to keep pushing myself because I wanted to make him proud. I wanted to make everyone else proud as well. For Miss Ross, she had me go through this little audition process thing with her. It made me more like relaxed and more like knowing what an audition would be like for college and stuff. And she made me feel like she actually cared and that she wanted to see me go really far, and then that made me realize that I could go really far if I just tried. And the main thing that she told me was just confidence, to be confident. They don't want someone who's shy and like fragile. They want someone that's gonna go into the room and show them like, this is what I got. And I feel like that's gonna stick with me for the rest of my life, so thank you. And finally, Mr. Wood. Mr. Wood has shown me that music is much more than just notes on a page or rhythms and stuff like that, that there's so many life lessons that you can learn out of it. It took me 3 years to fully understand that, or to understand it at all, and that band and music, it doesn't make great musicians, it's the qualities that you mix into it. So thank you for that as well.